The entire broadcast is live. It's Monday. We got a lot of stuff to recap, especially UFC 329. Maybe some reflections. Got a lot of soft podcasts popping off in the last 2 days. It's going to be a good episode.
Oh, Patty the baddie. I told you guys, Patty Pemblett is that guy, and he proved it.
Here at the entire broadcast, we'll say what you can.
The information provided by the speakers and presenters on the entire broadcast platform is for general informational and entertainment purposes only. Information does not represent the broadcast network and all entities involved. All information is provided in good faith. However, we make no representation or warranty of any kind, express or implied, regarding the accuracy, adequacy, validity, reliability, availability, or completeness of this information. Hurt feelings is not defamation.
JV team for life.
Good afternoon or good morning, depending on where you are in the country. It's Monday, July 13th, 2026. The entire broadcast is the news entertainment broadcast for veterans, first responders, and all blue-collar Americans. We go live Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube, Facebook, and X. So if you like us, give us a like and a subscribe. The show is brought to you by Elevated Silence. Go to elevatedsilence.com and use promo code ANTIHERO15. Save 15% on your suppressor. They have cans from everything from 22s to 50 cals. So exercise your Second Amendment right. Get yourself a can. The process is not that hard. And Jim will walk you through it. ElevatedSilence.com and use promo code ANTIHERO15. Save 15%. And Vengeance. That's VENJENZ.com and use promo code ANTIHERO. Save 15% on their products to include their brand new protein, which is sourced from New Zealand and produced and made here in America. It is soy-free with no GMOs, no artificial flavors, sweeteners, or colors, and no growth hormones. So go to vengeance.com and use promo code ANTIHERO and save 15% on all their products to include their brand new protein.
The best.
So do you have any reflections from the weekend before we hop on to the main thing? I noticed that there was a couple.
Weren't you going at it about something?
Probably. What I want people to notice about us is that, like, we stand on what I say, and we're not bullied. I don't feel bad for telling people, like, a lot of people are going to try and say, if they're cool in the comments, I'm very cool back. And a guy said something about the service dogs, and I was like, well, the point of that clip was, obviously it's for shock value, but the point is to say that people use service dogs, and it does take away from people that might legitimately need service dogs. And he was like, well, I think we can all say that maybe it really could deter people who need to use them from using them. I'm like, yes. If a YouTube or a fucking Instagram skit deters you from using a service dog, then you probably don't need a fucking service dog.
Yeah, you probably do need it because you're mentally retarded.
Yeah, dude. Like, I don't know, like, where people think that we're gonna waver or pander to people. Like, it just blows my fucking mind.
So I got a couple doing with service dogs and dogs in general, because it's been a very reflective one. One, the reel I sent you about a chaotic scene where two guys are fighting. There's a whole fight that happens, and then at the very end of it, the guy says, somebody find my service dog, because he lost his dog during it. And I was laughing because he was somebody who would probably want a service dog. The other dog topic is the amount of heat we've gotten since having this Bebo Actual guy on, and people coming at us, telling us how to run our channel, who to interview, who not to interview. If you guys didn't notice that we had Franco Santana, Bebo Actual on 2 weeks ago now. And,
is it Bebo or Bebo?
Bebo, it's Bebo to me. I say it how I see it. Bebo Actual, Bebo_Actual, Franco Santana. He does not have many friends, and I kind of look like he kind of falls into our category of people absolutely hate this guy, which seems to be common with us sometimes. And there are people that are going after him, attacking everything he does. I simply said, hey, man, I'm getting a lot of messages from people. Do you want to come on and clear this up? So I did a special episode on Saturday, let them talk. And from there, I got even more heat. So it sounds like some business falling apart, drama. And what I discovered was I believe the canine community is more toxic than the soft community. It is bad.
I've never seen anything that bad in my life.
Yes.
So I'm just going to share, who we're talking about, if you guys remember. But the guy in this clip with me and Mike. But yeah, so the canine community is worse than the soft community. The canine. Here's the thing about the canine community that I've noticed, and I've always said this: canine creates a lot of opportunities, right? If you can get in that niche, whether it be military or police or anything like that, I'll go ahead and remove it. He's really not in that clip too much. You're the guy that's always attached to the team. And I'm an advocate of SWAT teams having operators with dogs, but many teams have canine attached, if they even use canine at all. I don't know too much about the soft community, but it seems like, from what I gather, canine guys are always those guys that are attached to.
Here's his Instagram and some of the clips, and this is who we're talking about. He was on our show the other day, and then he came on mine.
Yes. So the type of people that you're working with are already people that, I'm going to say it, already people that found a way into a community through a different route, and they are as needed as just as much as the other guys in the community, but they typically don't go through the same training. Typically. So don't fucking scream at me. And so that's the type of character that you're working with. Is like, I sat there and like Bebo came on. We got message after message from all these big canine pages about how he's a fraud. So you had him on your show to clear it up. The guy's not lying about anything. I think he even kind of admitted that there was a PowerPoint where he worded something that could be taken as fraudulent. And that's it. And these guys are messaging us. And the first thing you're not going to do is, I don't care if Bebo lied his fucking ass off. You're pushing me on his side when you tell me how to come on and run my platform. Like, I'm going to go, oh my God, sorry, Mr. Canine Handler guy on Instagram. I'm so sorry, dude. You come at me sideways, come at me at all negative, and I'm going to stand with the person who supported me. So, I mean, you can call that.
I mean, he got accused of stolen valor. He even sent me his fucking social. I said, bro, your DD214's got your social on it. I just opened up a Hard Rock card in your name. So when you see it, but no, he sent me that. And then he sent me, I think he could have worded, there were some slides I saw where he could have worded that he was a police canine, like the way he said it. He was hired to be a canine. He was in training to be a cop. And then his assignment, which he sent me a picture of his canine vehicle and his equipment, was going to canine after that. And I get into the semantics, I think is the correct word. I usually say schematics, and my wife smacks me because I don't know how to use English correctly, but semantics. Okay. So everything you've presented to me so far, and I'm not taking his side. I asked him the questions, but that is the entire case that you've presented to me, is that he portrayed himself as a police canine. Okay. Maybe I wouldn't word it like that. Maybe I wouldn't say it like that. But then obviously you look at his page and all his other qualifications. He obviously knows what he's doing. I'm not smart enough to know canine. I'm not that guy. I never did it, but he obviously trains dogs. He knows what he's doing. He has a military background. He sent me his awards. He's got 2 Purple Hearts, a bunch of other stuff.
He's got a certificate from 7th group.
Yeah.
I don't know why he doesn't share that.
It sounds like he had a business issue with somebody else, and then this is what happens. We kind of had one of our main issues was with somebody who we didn't want to do business with, and that seems to get people triggered. I might be wrong. If somebody brings me something that shows me he's all wrong, I'll get on here and say, hey, I was completely wrong on July 13th. I'm not taking anyone's side. I'm just saying that when you berate me with hit piece after hit piece after hit piece
with nothing.
Yeah,
I'm sitting here still
yeah.
looking for what he
watch a
did
guy-
wrong.
Yeah, I got to watch a guy rant in the front seat of a truck for 30 minutes, and
Dude, I
there's an
texted
email.
you. I'm like, I'm a minute in, and he still hasn't told us why Bebo is wrong. or
There's an
bad.
email then, and there's an email. Be clear. He put on this is what he's being hated on. The only thing I could find. He got hired by Anderson County, Tennessee. He put on his application, or he was going through training, and he left before he got through FTO. He was hired to be a canine deputy after that. When he went to another agency, and they asked him his position, he said, I was a police canine deputy. I get it. That's what he was hired to be. That was his position when he was going to finish training. Would I word it that way? I don't know. Is it a lie? No, if you're splitting hairs, but that was the narrative they jumped on because they got an email from that captain at that agency that said he never worked a shift as a patrol canine. Well, he didn't. He was in training, FTO. He left before he finished, took a year off to deal with custody and an issue with his personal life, and then went to another agency. And when he wrote down what he did at the other agency, he wrote police canine. And they that seems to be the narrative. The only thing I can see that they've pointed out that I can put my finger on is that. Is that deception? I mean, that's for your determination. Do I think it's a blatant lie? No. Do I think that it could be worded better? Maybe. But if that's all you got, I mean, how many times did we all smoke weed on our application? 2 or 3? We tried it, right? we tried it.
You're talking about like semantics.
Yeah, semantics.
And it's like, dude, I mean, we do it all the time. When you're promoting yourself, you know, if I said, hey, we have 119,000 subscribers and it was 118, am I a liar?
Yeah. I don't think you're deceiving. Yeah, I don't think you're deceiving because we did. It's right around that. But it's like I said, obviously has a background in canine. He knows his stuff. He's got dogs. He trains dogs. He's got a history of it. It is what it is. Like, how many guys go to basic training, get kicked out, and walk around saying they're vets?
Is that what he did?
No, that's what a lot of people do.
That's what this guy tried to compare him to. I'm not going to play a lot of it, but this guy goes on for a solid minute and a half.
What is going on?
And it turns out.
So I'm going to go ahead and start this, and I will save it. But I'm literally on fire right now. So this right here absolutely makes me want to vomit. This fucking raging fucking turd, Bebo Santana, is going after people like Mike Ritland and Justin Rigney and other trainers to exonerate his fucking self of his wrongdoing. To sit there and make a page to go and out other people.
That's literally all it is. It's this guy, he's fucking mad.
Well, yeah, and I don't know about another page. I didn't see it. Nobody sent me anything like that so far.
No, he doesn't hate it. So you're calling out my buddy, and I don't like you.
From what I understand,
and that's it. And I'm just gonna sit here and cry.
One of the guys he named, I'm told, is, like I told you on the text, like an anti-hero split. And it was a former business partner. And anytime that happens, we know the waters get muddied. I don't know the stories. I don't know all of it. I just know one particular guy will not leave me alone, like the $2 kid in that movie that wants his $2 for the newspapers, whatever it is. I want my $2, whatever that fucking movie is from whatever the 80s. Everywhere, even every post I make about my sheriff candidacy, anything online, I get a fucking message. He comments, you had a liar on your show. You had this. And it's like, bro, I literally brought the guy on. I asked him the questions. You know, as a host, I'm not going to fucking scream and yell at him. I'm going to say, hey, dude, here's the questions. This is what people are saying. You answer it. I don't have any other context other than what this guy says. And he could be lying about everything. That's fine. But why are you killing the messenger? Why are you coming after me, posting on everything I do when you know, all I did was we had him on, and then I had him on my show, and I asked him the follow-up questions to what happened. These guys are everywhere. I get the same reel sent to me like 30 times. They're all over. I'm also told, this is kind of cowardly. This is where I draw the line. I don't care who it is. I had a guy reach out to me that's associated with Bebo. I'm saying it Bebo, just like I say Putin. Bebo, and said that a dude bypassed, so let's say it's me. A dude bypassed me, contacted my wife, which I know how that would go if it was really my wife, but let's say she's not who she is, and shit on me and shit on Bebo about like, why is your husband associating with that? That's a fucking cowardly move.
That's a bitch move to call
That is a
somebody's
bitch move.
fucking ex
Yeah,
or current woman.
You go to so that was something. Then I start to go, all right, so we're splitting hairs on character and things like that. You're coming after me, who didn't do anything. I didn't say anything. I didn't do anything. I didn't lie about anything. My life is a fucking movie that I've put online. You're mad at me because of somebody we had on. You're mad at me because somebody said something else. And it's like, I'm not your bitch. Like, I'm not. Again, you don't tell me who I have on, who I don't have on. If it comes out, if somebody presents me with factual evidence that this guy lied, I'll be the first one, or this guy's bad. I'll be the first one to eat crow and say, okay, here we go. But you're going around people talking to their wives and sending a comment on everything I do. Like I'm the enemy now. It ain't me, bro. I didn't do it. So I start to use my own kind of judgment of like, who is really, is it the loudest people that usually, what are they trying to prove by being so loud and so adamant? So like I said, I have a dog. I use this twice. I have no dog in the fight. Because it's about K9. That's my joke. I have no dog in the fight, and that's that.
Bring me something tangible, dude. Don't just sit there and bitch and
would I personally write it that way? I probably would not. I'll give them that. I probably wouldn't put a business card or a PowerPoint slide that says that words it that way. I wouldn't. Is it wrong? You really got to get down to the lines, because now my AC's not working. No, my AC's working. I used a different camera today. Like, you guys gotta fucking give me a break. You want the bright, shiny one, or you want this one? I'm cool. It's 72 degrees. AC's blowing. I'm doing great. This is a Canon. I'm sorry, this is a Sony camera instead of the iPhone. So you fucks figure out what you want.
Leave Mike alone, dude.
I'll turn my fan on. Does that make you happy?
Are you hot?
No, I'm gonna fucking, hopefully I turn white and pass out and die, and everybody be happy for my camera looks good.
Leave Brittany alone.
The most critical group of fucking 99%ers I've ever met. What's next? You gonna tell me I didn't shoot bin Laden?
We'll get into that later. Let's kick it off with the thumbnail, the UFC 329 recap.
They are who they thought they were. Simple.
So what the fuck did Patty use? I've never seen that.
Darce choke with a, what is it? The something necktie setup. There's another submission that's similar.
Is that common?
Well, the Darce is very common. That's what Dustin Poirier got taken out with a Darce choke by Islam. And I think somebody else just recently used a Darce in a match. But Paddy Pimblett, you heard it here first, because I've been saying for fucking months, years, since I've seen this kid. He is that guy. He is going to be the next Conor McGregor. I think he's already there. The fact that he fought on this card under Conor McGregor, that fight, his entrance, all you're seeing online right now is Paddy's entrance, the way Mike Tyson, Vince Vaughn, Tucker Carlson, Theo Vaughn are dancing and everybody's there, Dana White. He annihilates a guy. He was an underdog. Paddy Pimblett was the underdog. I bet on him. He was underdog. He said, quote, he's going to shoot for a takedown and I'm going to choke him out, is what he said for a week straight, every interview. And it happened in under 1 minute. He's that guy. He's that guy.
Did you see his I want to say it was post-fight. It had to have been post-fight. And he was like, Conor's out, Conor's done, and he's like, well, it looks like there's a new guy. I was like, damn, bro,
he's
savage.
Big enough, yes, he's big enough to realize it. Do you know he waited like 8 years to go in? UFC wanted him when he was like 21, 22, and he didn't go. He said, I'm not ready. He waited till he was ready. His only loss was Gaethje. He went punch for punch with Justin Gaethje for 5 rounds, decision. Topuria talked all that shit about Paddy Pimblett. Topuria got his eye orbital broken by Justin Gaethje in 4 rounds and quit on the stool. Paddy's only loss is to the champion in a 5-round massacre where their faces look like hell. So he's that guy. I've said it for a long time. His submission game is severely underrated. His jiu-jitsu, he said it. He's like, I'm a fucking spider, mate, right? He fucking got a hold of the guy, and the guy couldn't get away. Like saying, he couldn't get away. It was epic, and it was the wildest looking submission you've ever seen.
It was, yeah, it was fucking crazy.
Yeah, it was a Darce choke, but the way he rolled it was like a different submission. And then when he wrapped his leg over his back, he actually says to the referee, he goes, Mark, he's out. He told the referee, he's like, he's unconscious.
Did he really?
Yeah, he said if you watch the fight and replay back, he looks over and he says like something like, check him, he's out, he's unconscious. And that's when the referee lifts his arm up, the old Hulk Hogan, and he's out. It was ferocious, dude. So it was fitting that I think you saw the torch officially passed, and then you saw the damn wow.
I can find that fucking clip to play. Oh, right here. Here he says it. Oh, can you put it up? Yep.
Oh my God, McGregor's done already. Well, he's finished. The new boy is in town. The main man's here. Know what I mean? I can become the face of the organization now.
I love him, dude. Something happened with him in Portnoy. Portnoy was sponsoring him and a female heavy. She was from England as well, or maybe Ireland.
You talking like Barstool was?
Yeah, Portnoy was wearing the Paddy wig. Everybody was wearing wigs. He was going all the way to England. They were like tight, and something happened, and they're not associated anymore. But that's how far back I go watching Paddy Pimblett, and they've all made fun of Molly McCain. There you go. Molly McCain and Paddy Pimblett are like teammates in the same gym over there, and Portnoy was big wearing the wigs. There's guys that wear like when his hair's not braided, he wears that funky little bowl cut. And I've been watching this guy for years, man, years and years. And I'm telling you, he is that guy. He's big for 155. He's muscular. He cuts way down from heavyweight. He's got the confidence. He's got the strut. He's got the dancing, and he backs it up. Like I said, his only loss is to the champion, 5-round decision. And he went, is it Conor's done? McGregor's done. That was a hoax. That was a fucking
okay.
sham.
So let's move into McGregor. Somebody says, or GB says Sophie Cunningham spent more time in the octagon than McGregor.
He did. That was great. Do you know that was unplanned?
I heard Dana White saying something about like 8 minutes beforehand. She said
he walked up to her and said, "You want to be a ring girl?" And she's like, "He's sure." Because if you watch, she's got no shoes on. She's barefoot, and she's got like not the ring girl attire. So yeah, that was last minute. McGregor, go ahead.
Yes, I'm going to ask you straight up. Do you think he had a pre-existing injury before that fight that he knew about?
Yes. There was video that came out today that shows him walking into a pain clinic like 4 or 5 days ago, and it appears to be limping. You saw the limp before when they went back and played when he was taking his shoes off.
Yeah,
I'm good enough with conspiracy all the way around that's why he opened with that massive kick so that it could simulate an injury. The only thing that throws me off is he was doing it pretty decent in the warm-up. They actually showed him doing it, but I mean, God, it's hard not to fall into.
So is that video verified?
The video that I'm talking about, no. The video before the fight is verified. He was in the locker room doing that same kick.
Yeah, I saw that.
Healthy. But then all of a sudden, like you saw the bobble when he took his shoes off. Like he intentionally, I don't know. I guess if you present a conspiracy, I'm not going to go 1,000%. But I'm 999. Because you start seeing things that you normally wouldn't see if you don't, you're not being told to see it. Whatever happened.
Kind of people trying to say like Mel Gibson leading over to Vince Vaughn and said, "Oh yeah, he's injured. Watch this," or something like that. Yeah. But I mean, do you know that a $900,000 bet on Holloway came in like 2-3 minutes before the fight started on Poly Market? Wait, what?
A $900,000 bet on Holloway to win came in on Poly Market like 2 minutes before the fight went official and started.
What's that mean? I don't really know what
they
that
bet
means.
$900,000 on Holloway to win.
Who
2
did?
minutes before the fight. Some random a tweet came up right on the UFC. They acknowledged it and they said an unknown person has just bet $960,000 on Holloway to beat McGregor as they were getting ready to like start announcing the fighters. Somebody at the last minute.
Do you have to have like a time frame within the first round, or is
No,
it just
as long as the betting site's open to take it, they'll take it up until the time it starts. So
what happens if you bet $960,000 on that site? What do you get back?
He got back like 1.3 million because Holloway was favored. 1.6. It wasn't even. Holloway was like plus 240. So for every 100, you have to bet 240 to win 100 in that case. So if he was getting less money, but he still made like 600 grand, 700 grand. You know, you bet the favorite, it's less. Like Paddy Pimblett was the underdog. I bet on him and I got double my money.
Interesting.
Yeah. So last minute a big bet comes in. So
Jeff said, I think people are what? Oh, I thought you said something. I think people are pissed that they want to believe Conor pulled a fast one. I don't think he was injured.
$30 million. Do you think he would back out if he was injured, if he was getting paid $30 million, or would he walk out there and go down?
No, he's definitely not backing out. That's for sure. But there's here's some. We'll just play a little bit of the. This is the video you're talking about before the fight.
McGregor trying to get off to a fast start as it brings.
Conor felt twice trying to throw those kicks.
And then there was this that Conor posted this morning.
Oh, man.
No, that's old.
It's old?
Yeah, that's his left leg.
Oh, okay.
He broke his, no, that he might be a repost. That's his left leg from the Poirier fight.
Okay.
Yeah, that's old.
So, yeah, I mean,
So last two fights, 5 years apart, injured leg, broken right leg the first, or left leg the first time, blown right knee the second time.
Eli was asking me about it. Do you think
$1
he got paid $30 million?
Yes.
Do you think that, in your honest opinion, even Conor McGregor, the one guy who could defy all odds and come back and at his age, do you think he's done?
Yes, he was done tonight. He was done Saturday night. Here's what I'll tell you. This is why I know he's done, and I hate to concede my age. He's it's past, right? So
how old is he?
He's up there in his late 30s now, right? Hold on. I don't want to lie to people. In dog years, he's way old. Somebody will tell me before I finish typing.
37.
Sure. Okay, there you go. 37. So I didn't start lifting until 38. But I didn't start running or lifting serious till 38. But I also went 38 years without doing anything but eating roller dogs and drinking beer for a long time. So I didn't abuse my body. These guys have been abusing their bodies since they were 19, 17, 16, 15.
You abused just the inside.
I abused the inside, and then the outside of the muscle was fresh. All that muscle was hidden and very
all
fresh.
Your bones are good.
Yeah, like 6 years ago to the T. 6 years ago, like 3 days ago, 6 years ago, 44, I ran a 5:51 mile. So I preserved that fat under the blubber, preserved all that muscle. These guys have been beating themselves up for 20 years, right? Now that I've beat myself up since 38 and I'm 50, when I went and ran the bridge the other day with my kid, my heart and my lungs, my cardio goes, go, bro, you're fine. My legs just don't go anymore. They just don't go. They go enough. They go for 8-minute mile. They go like 750 mile. There is not a leg on me. No, there's not a leg on me that goes 7 minutes, 650 minutes, 620 minute mile. I can't push it. So I understand what it's like when you hit that spot where you're just like, they won't go that way anymore. Just unfortunately won't happen. So I think that body is to that point. You got to remember, this guy, when he was in his prime, he was amazing, right? But he's beating the brakes off himself, training, cutting 30, 40 pounds, 2, 3 times a year, kicking, punching, all that torque on your knee joints and your legs and all that. You just, at some point, man, the clock runs out way earlier on these guys. Like look at the NFL. You know, quarterback might play 20 years, right? You get these guys that play their whole, and a running back now lasts 6, 7, 8 years, and they're done because they're constantly taking that beating.
Yeah,
And that's
dude,
what these guys
quarterbacks last a fucking long
they don't
time.
get hit very often. All the rules now protect them from being touched. And then a running back runs through the hole and gets, plowed by a 390
But
pound.
that's what I was telling Eli. It looks like some kind of ACL or some kind of injury like that. And I was like, those are hit or miss because what is it, a tendon?
I think it's well, that's ACL,
like
ligament, but I don't think him walking out on like that, stable, even though weak, I don't think he tore his ACL. I think that's more of a MCL or like a meniscus tear. Yeah, because your stability on if your ACL blows, you can't walk. You're wobbly. You're too wobbly. Your knee there's nothing holding it.
Yeah, that's a good point. I know that's what Dana tried saying, but then you're right.
You watch a guy on the NFL blow their ACL, you see them.
And they're on the ground screaming.
They're on the ground screaming. They lay there and then they get carted off. And those guys are tough. So I would think something obviously popped, and it's unfortunate. Like what I am happy to see, obviously he's been a sinner. He's done some really wild things. And his first post fight today was about God and Jesus and going to church on Sunday anyway. And he's not going to let the devil get back in front of him and turn back to his old ways. He's not going to.
Really? That was his post, right?
Yep. He went to church. He said, I went to church Sunday after the fight. He said, I am a man of God now. I will not let the devil's in my face right now, I think it said. And I will not let the devil win.
Oh, his post. Yeah.
That's the day after. So I'm happy to see that because, the guy is an icon. He's an icon. He's arguably, him and John Jones are probably the two best UFC fighters to ever walk in the ring. And you want to see people succeed. He's done some really bad things, but he's right with God. And if he stays that way, you would hope maybe he gets one more real fight to really.
I was going to ask you now, you've given your opinion that he is professionally not the tip of the spear. And in order to do this isn't like being a lineman on the fucking Oilers or whatever they're called, the Titans. Like, dude, you are like, if you're part of an 11-man starting lineup, you can have a meniscus tear and still play. Obviously, I'm generalizing. Of course, you are a pro athlete, and no, you are probably not. They're going to probably put someone there. But at the end of the day, when it's mano a mano in an octagon, you have to be like, there's just until you get to which we talked about last time. I wish the UFC would just call it something like the Golden Gloves fights, where you're seeing icons fight, but there's no belts on the line. There's, something like this could happen. Yeah. Somebody can blow out a knee, and it's like, they keep it in the main event. That's okay too. That's okay. If John Jones came back and fought, having him on, that would be stupid not to have him on the main event. But just knowing that, like, there's a difference in like the one before the main event is the actual title fight with the less known guy, but the better fighter because he's in his prime.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to see, again, he's done some horrible things. If he's right with God, you got to give the guy an opportunity to fix and continue to be a better person. Last two fights, broken leg, blown knee, 5 years apart. You would like to see him get an opportunity to finish a fight, even if he gets knocked out, legitimately knocked out, submitted, it goes around, whatever it is. You want to see him get a chance to finish a fight and then lay his gloves down and retire and go out, kind of like Dustin Poirier got to go out at home, in Louisiana, lost his fight, but he laid his gloves down. You still want to see that. As much as I didn't like him, I'm not a fan. He obviously changed the progression of this sport and put it on the map internationally and carried this sport to where it is right now. So at the end of the day, you don't want to see a guy go out the way he did. As much as I don't like him, I would have rather seen. I had fucking Holloway by knockout over 1.5 rounds, so I got screwed there. But could have went a round and a half. I'd have been fine. But I'd like to see him go out on his own terms.
Do you think he will come back?
I think so. If he stays right with God, if he's true to what he said Sunday, and God's in his life, he doesn't let this 30 million go up his nose and go back to doing cocaine and being a fucking maniac. He looked like a different person. I can see that. He looked a little more mature. He looked a little more grounded and leading up. He still ran his mouth, but he looked a little more mentally okay. So I don't know what the time frame on this. I'd imagine at least a year for a guy like him to, even if it's a meniscus tear. That's, I did it. It took me a month and a half, 2 months to get back to work legitimately, and then you're gonna to fight at this level. I would think maybe a year from now, maybe.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's move on to. I've got to find it. So many people send me things that I just need to figure out where it's at. So give me 1 second. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. I don't know, dude. Somebody sent it to me.
Maybe he needs a service dog. Make me service dog, mate.
Who the fuck? I thought it was fucking Peach, dude.
What is it?
It's the one where Tim Kennedy.
Oh.
I don't think he sent it to me though.
Peach blew up over the weekend. Peach went viral, man.
He did. It's like we talked about. He did. He found his niche.
He got one video got like a couple million views. A couple other ones got a couple hundred. I think he had like 3,000 followers over the weekend. That's all you got to do, man. You got to put the work in. Who would I like to see him fight? Who, McGregor? Yeah. Don't care. Fight Diaz again. Those are two dinosaurs.
All right. Well, either way.
Peach. Guys on the ground. Peach. Kermit. Friday nights, 8 p.m., right? Peach's show. Live.
Yeah. All right. Share that screen, Eli.
I have never had any intimacy with any animals.
That's really out of context. They made a joke. That don't read into that. So Tim Kennedy started his own podcast, and he had Brian Callen as his first guest. He's a friend, but got caught up in the mix of defending him when the stuff went down. And it's funny that you talk about the getting right with God and all that stuff, because Tim Kennedy's going for his second chance. The comments are fucking ruthless on this. But the reason why I think, hold on, bring it down, Eli. The reason why I think Tim Kennedy catches as much heat as he does for when he explains things is that he is just instinctually somewhat of a fibber. And I say this only because the way he introduces his new podcast is very misleading. All right, go ahead, Eli.
We stormed that complex. There were lots of kids in there. I remember a bunch of kids getting hurt.
Just kind of like the intro.
Guy.
I know. I love
I was
fighting.
like, just don't let him grab you.
No.
Yeah.
I just wish all of the octagons that I fought in were the little ones.
Were elevators?
Yeah, if like an elevator or like a car or like a telephone booth.
That's a bad place for anybody else against you, unless you're Brian Shaw.
Yeah, Brian Shaw's man. What a monster.
Yeah,
love that guy.
Yeah, it'd be very different.
Gentle giant.
Yes.
So what is the Overdogs podcast? This is going to be different than what most people realize in the current understanding of podcasts. Obviously, this is the home studio. This is here in Austin, Texas, where we live. I love getting to see you. And we're going to do quite a few of the podcasts here in the home studio, doing interviews, talking to amazing people that kind of like live in Texas. We're going to cover sports, things that are current events in the news. We'll obviously talk about fighting, talk about military, politics, and but I'm super blessed to, in the past 15 years.
All right, hold on. I gotta get to
Gracie, Jacques Reyssous. How you doing, brother?
Good.
So,
Overdog.
yeah,
I like that. Overdogs.
underdogs in most
Right
of my
here.
fights, but for this, we're just going to be the overdogs.
Were you the underdog in most of your fights?
Most of them, yeah.
I-
So he says the underdogs podcast, overdogs podcast, I like that. He goes, "Yep, you." He gives no inclination as to what the overdogs is. The overdogs is actually a podcast that many people remember Mike Perry co-hosting for a long time, and which threw me off because I remember TK was a guest on this show, and then I saw Overdogs podcast. I'm like, did he just Stars and Stripes? Like, you know how he took the book that was written for Vietnam and just turned it into his own books, Scars and Stripes. Like, I thought he did the same thing, and I was like, oh my God. But it turns out it looks like maybe he purchased this channel or was given this channel, but it goes for 3 years. And I'm assuming the first person in the channel was not Mike Perry. It looks like it was somebody else that made this channel. Obviously, Mike Perry has been involved this whole time, but that's the reason why I feel like people say that Tim will never tell the truth is that right there. The Overdogs podcast, underdog, I'm the overdog, you know, like didn't go, I acquired this channel because here's the thing. It's not that there's 100 followers and no videos where he doesn't have to explain I bought a channel. Really, he doesn't even really have to explain if he changed the name and erased the videos. He really doesn't even have to explain the massive followers. But when all the old videos are still there to collect revenue, that's the only reason why they're still there. Obviously, he probably gets now the revenue for those videos or there's some kind of deal. And he doesn't change the name. And he just goes, the reason why I call it, you know, it's because I'm a over. And I'm like, dude, you just kind of lied a little bit, kind of like you threw people off the scent that they were already on. I don't know. That's just me. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's, if I came on and said, I took over Copville, or if I took over your channel, you sold it to me, Copville. And I came on and said, you know, like I Clowntown, USA, man. I've always said I love living life in Copville. So here we are. Like, no, again, I don't owe you anything to say that because I purchased it. So it's mine. But
Yeah,
it's kind of misleading.
Like when you leave it all there, it's like, wait a second, this used to be a whole different crew. Like, where'd everybody
How
go?
hard is it to be like, I'm now the host of the Overdogs podcast and we're going to change a little format? Like, that's what a normal person does. I don't.
He's a strange dude. He's a strange dude, man.
I think his only saving grace, and well, I shouldn't say his only saving grace. I think one of the good attributes about him is people have come out of the woodwork to us personally and said, he is a good person. He is a good person. He doesn't have a bad, malicious heart. He just said some silly things. And you could take that as we're not getting involved in the soft drama, but we are reporting on some podcasts that just came out recently that you guys might be watching. So it's imperative that we give our 2 cents, at least me, in the sense that he did, and he admitted in this episode, the big fish story. He did the big fish. The fish got bigger, and they spent half this episode. Some could say defending himself. Some could say coming clean. Some could say it's a mixture of the two, you know. But at the end of the day, it's all there. They do address everything that I could remember. I didn't watch the whole thing. I just watched some parts.
Did you see? I didn't even bring this up. Going back to the UFC, they cut Dustin Poirier out of the Bud Light ads.
I saw. I don't know what that means because I didn't see the original. So how would I know that?
Afterwards, after Mike or Buffer yells, Poirier was elbowing a stapler or a kicking a fucking copy or something.
Yeah, but that decision was probably made weeks ago, and they can't back out of it now. I mean, it's not. Bud Light's not a fly by the seat of your pants thing. If they go, he's out. They make a decision. He's gonna have to wait like 6 months before decisions comes back.
They got Dylan McVaney still, so they're good.
But yes, he did. In that episode, he does address the 50 grenades. I just didn't watch it, but I know he does. He addresses pretty much everything from the sniping to the Iranian fighters to the injuries to the Bronze Star to I mean, I just the comment section, there's not one good comment. I think there might have been one I read that says I feel bad for this guy. And I wish him the best. Like a normal person would comment when they see something and somebody going through something, they might comment like, "Oh, it must suck to be him. I wish him the best. I pray for him." But every other comment's like borderline trying to make him fucking go nuts. So
we expect
got that. You're
internet.
Do you think he what? Do you not want to talk about it? You're kind of giving the vibe that you don't want to say anything.
No, I feel bad for the guy. Like you said, there's people that
I brought it up, and then there was 5 seconds. He goes, "Let's go back to the UFC." So
no, I clicked. I was looking for something, and I clicked on my Instagram, and Poirier popped up. That's what made me think of it. No, the guy did, like we've always said, the guy did some pretty fucking cool things, right? Not many people can be an operator and a UFC like fighter, like he did it. I mean, at some point, does he get a pass? At some point, like if he's trying to, like, if everything here for like a year goes well and he doesn't, he keeps it real, does at some point? I don't think he's going to ever get it. I think there's just too many internet heroes and people that want to be the class clown in the comments that if you base it off that, he's just going to get roasted forever. He's got no chance.
Or he's got to adopt a more heel approach. I mean, the WWE, when people were booing wrestlers because they were boring, the easiest step to gaining success is just going, well, then fuck you, you fat nobodies, and becoming a heel. And then all of a sudden,
grenades and start throwing them around the fucking set. Like,
yeah, dude. I mean, like, what else has he got to lose? Embrace it.
Wear a Purple Heart.
Everywhere you go. He actually never claimed to have a Purple Heart. That's what he said. But what he claimed was that he got injured by shrapnel, and that the medic never put in the paperwork or something along those lines. And that's never happened. Medics are trying to give you a Purple Heart if you deserve it. But that was questionable in itself. But yeah, that's that. And then apparently Andy Stump's big Matt Bissonette episode dropped today.
Yeah, Peach
said it. I asked.
Peach said
it. I said, Peach, did he say anything about who killed bin Laden? He goes, no, not directly. I'm like, then it doesn't do me any fucking good. Like, if nobody's going to talk about it, if somebody's not going to get a. And here's the thing. I commented on the reel that Peach sent me on Instagram. I said, this is awesome because Rob O'Neill's now going to get 6 more podcast invites to explain his story and change every single detail to match his defense.
Yep.
He's going to get, people are going to go, well, let's hear Rob's side of the story and invite Rob on all these things.
Maybe they're all in cahoots, man.
You never know, dude.
We'll all make money.
So. I think
we'll all make money.
Their egos are too big for that. You see Sam Neill died?
Who?
Sam Neill.
Who's that?
The guy from Jurassic Park.
Don't know who he is. I saw Lindsey Graham die.
Yeah, nobody cares about a fucking old senator.
He's not an old senator. He went to Ukraine and went and visited a fucking drone plant, comes off the plane and fucking dies the next day.
Okay, well, I didn't know that. I just saw an old senator. Well, you got any conspiracy on it? You want to follow G Money? G Money invited him. G Money offered to come on at fucking 12:58.
Yeah,
right. That's Sam Neill.
We need to know where Wyatt was over the weekend.
R.I.P. Sam Neill. That's the hard part too, because kids nowadays are never gonna know what it's like to see their people that they see on TV die until they're our age, and then you start seeing all the people on TV die, and you're like, "Damn, dude, I'm just that much closer." He was 46 in that movie in 1994. So he was 46 already then. So it gives me some grace. He made it to like 78 or something like that.
That's not good. There's a guy in my gym. He's amputee. He's got big arm.
What a bitch.
He lifts like a crazy man. And the other day I was like, "How old are you, dude?" He said 71. I felt good. I was like, "Damn, dude." He moves like everybody else. Dude. One arm, moves around the gym, bench presses, does everything, no complaints, smiling. I'm like, okay, that's 21 more years, so I should be able to get there. That's how I start looking at it now.
Is that the guy with no leg you were bullying?
No, that was a different guy. That was a different.
People think I'm an asshole for service dog.
I didn't know. I would.
You did.
So no, it was a security company, and you know how bad they are. The videos are horrible, and his name is like, I should have figured it out. It's like Janky Leg or something, and he runs his company. And I was shitting on him and I posted with his company, and he's like, I said, what branch of the service were you in? He's like, I was going to join the Air Force. Everybody was. Then he sent me a picture, and he only got one leg. So I felt terrible.
Did he only have one leg in the Air Force? Or did he only have one leg when how did he lose his leg?
I think he lost it early on. Fucking pussy. No, he ended up, we're okay now. But yeah.
Oh. So what's you got anything on this conspiracy of the Lindsey Graham?
I mean, I can read it. That's what happened.
Well, all I saw was the official death stuff. I didn't see anything about him, any Ukraine conspiracy or anything like that. He just got off the plane and dropped dead.
Yeah.
Okay, Wyatt just texted me.
Lindsey Graham, here we go. I'll read it. July 11th, from a brief illness. The Republican Center in South Carolina recently visited Kyiv with President Zelensky on July 10th to discuss some strengthening Ukraine's air defense and sanctions on Russia. He went to some drone manufacturing plant, and then healthy videos, him and Zelensky walk around fine, flies back to Washington and croaks. That's a big hit. That was like the Republicans' like guy. He was it.
Well, your guy shouldn't be a fucking dinosaur.
No, he's not old. He's like 71, dude. You're thinking of fucking Mitch McConnell. He's the old guy.
I'm thinking of Lindsey Graham. He looks old as shit.
He's 71, dude. He's young.
All right. Wyatt texted me. There's a conspiracy theory that Lindsey Graham was killed in an airstrike. The strikes happened at night. He would not have been at the drone factory at that time. Yeah, we all know that after 9 p.m., Graham is in bed with a very oily, terrified young boy.
Yeah.
Also, DSS would have given a sign of his death if it was overseas.
Can you imagine if Russia killed Lindsey Graham
in an airstrike?
Yeah. How about that?
Well, don't you think they would take credit for it?
I don't know if they want that credit. They fly him back, keep him on ice, fly him back. All of a sudden, he's dead.
Do you think it would be would it be an act of war?
Yeah. That war that Trump was going to stop 30 minutes after he took over. Right up there with the interest, the credit card interest rates that were going to be frozen at 10%.
Well, if you guys don't know, the beginning of Terminator 2 Judgment Day, the war scene says the Judgment Day happens August, I think it's 19th, 2027.
We're almost there.
We're almost there. Oh, 29th. I think it's August 19th, 2029. Which is exactly what would happen, is that there would be a nuclear fallout, a nuclear war that would end the world, and there would be pockets of human beings left.
We're almost there. I got a cool video.
Is Lindsey Graham not well liked? It doesn't seem like Wyatt likes him at all.
He's Trump guy. He's like Trump's strongest guy.
All right, let's take a quick commercial break. We'll come back. We got a bunch of videos to break down, and then we'll talk a little bit more about this Lindsey Graham guy as shit comes in. See you in a minute.
Over a century ago in 1910, the Flexner Report, funded by John D. Rockefeller and the Carnegie Foundation, re-engineered medical education from a holistic, whole-body approach, which appropriately treated the body as an interconnected system, to a compartmentalized approach under the guise of specialized medicine. They shut down or consolidated medical schools, marginalized naturopathic, homeopathic, and chiropractic medicine, replacing them with symptom management and synthetic drugs. Allopathy is a marketing strategy rooted in fear and manipulated science. This philosophy carried into veterinary medicine, resulting in over-vaccination, unnecessary surgeries, and manufactured food, just like they did for people. They call it care, but it's predatory and based in profitability. The truth? Toxicity, compromised immunity, and chronic inflammation. They're not fate. They're engineered. And so is your power to undo them. We built 3 targeted formulas to return the body to homeostasis, for pets and people. To detox, defend, and restore. We are the correction to decades of corruption. We are vengeance.
And we're back. The show is also brought to you by Patriot Pouch. Nicotine and tobacco-free pouch is still packing that buzz. Go to patriotpouchusa.com and use promo code ANTIHERO10. Save 10%. Get yourself a subscription. Powered by our proprietary, I can't read, a cool formula. Patriot Pouch delivers a smooth, clean, relaxing buzz. I can't look. Take Mike down. He's going to fucking... relaxing buzz without the traditional downsides commonly associated with nicotine, like the jitters or increased heart rate. Patriot Pouches are proudly made in America and built on the values that made this country great: faith, freedom, hard work, and personal responsibility. Patriot Pouch was built for first responders, our military, blue-collar workers, skilled tradesmen, and other hard-working Americans who keep this country moving. This isn't just another nicotine alternative. This is a product built on faith, forged by freedom, and made for hard-working Americans. Faith first, freedom forever. Go to patriotpouch.com. Use promo code ANTIHERO10 for 10% off. And Counterculture Inc. Studios. You want a thumbnail made? You want a website built? You want an app made? Counterculture Studios does it all. Me and Mike can personally guarantee the quality of this because we have gotten with the people that have built all of our stuff, all of our websites, our app. They do everything. But the thing is they do everything at a reasonable price. Most of these things that are being offered are... there's not really a network or a market for yet that can be analyzed. So building an app, there's a lot of coding that comes involved in building an app. There's not a lot of people out there that know how to do that. So the ones that are out there that know how to do it, they charge $40 to $70K for an app. That's not affordable by any means, by anyone, period. What Counterculture Inc. Studios does is they make things like apps for people at a reasonable price because it's not supposed to be an $800 markup to get yourself an app. They also do websites. Don't pay $7K for some bozo to build you a website and then bounce on you, and you have all these questions about changing things. And Counterculture Inc. Studios works with you to build what you need, and then they stay with you for bug fixes, for anything like that. You want something changed. And the beautiful thing about Counterculture Inc. Studios, it mixes AI to get your concept out, and then it also utilizes human graphic design for that final human tweak. Much like I've explained multiple times, the new Counterculture logo couldn't have been done without a human, but the concept needed to be needed to be brought in by AI. So we compete with everyone, but we're the only ones that offer reasonable pricing, human and AI both together working for what you want, and it's fast. You want a website done, it will be done probably within 7 days. That's our guarantee, because we know when you need a website, you need it now because you've been putting it off. So go to ccinkstudios.com, learn more, contact us, and get some pricing for whatever you need.
Man, that was longer than the night shift intro.
Yeah, sorry.
You need me to do anything? What? I'm good. I'm on break. I don't need to do anything.
Crave.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you listen to Tyler read that last ad, he needed some cognitive function. And Crave Creatine will bring that to you. It helps your brain. 30% more muscle, 30% more water on the muscle, and it makes you jacked and racked and stacked. I've been going to the gym. I've been wearing a tank top again because I don't have that. I don't have that anymore. I'm on this Crave Creatine. I'm getting ready to push 405, kids. So go to trycrave.com. Use code ANTIHERO15 for 15% off. I bring these bags to the gym. I pass them around. People eat them. They love them. Money back guarantee. Made right here in Florida by real people. This isn't some thrown together company with a bunch of investors and some gummy garbage that's out there. This is Crave Creatine. You get jacked and you push big weight. So go to
the only thing you're gonna push out is your fucking prostate trying to do 405, dude.
No, I'm sneaking up on everybody. I'm not posting any of the
out on the fucking Crunch Fitness bench.
My opening set, 255 for 8, followed by 255 for 7 because of this. Go ahead.
No, it's true. It does work on other people, just not Mike. Creatine's essential. Put that water weight on. 30% more muscle mass, 30% more strength. And all jokes aside, if you're going to be pushing for that max bench, you need creatine. You have to. If you're, and that's just, hopefully Mike doesn't destroy himself and die on that bench. That would be a cool way to go, though, Mike. And that would make some creatine ad. That would make an awesome Crave ad if you died on the bench, and we could put Crave creatine bags on your casket.
In the event it happens, every set I've been bringing this and letting people in the gym try it. They love it, and then also making sure it's in the video. So when I do die on the bench, they'll be like, "Man, he must not have taken it before his lift, because if he did, he would have put the weight up." So
yeah, all your memorial videos that they play at your wake is gonna have just Crave creatine all over it. We can't find any videos of Mike without Crave.
No, I'll be honest. This is the first. I mean, the convenience is good too. It's the first run of like consistently taking it as well, because I'm just lazy. That's part of it. So it makes it very convenient, and it tastes good, and it's a good snack. Why not? I'm on the carnivore diet, so you need a snack in that. I grab 3 creatine gummies. It's going to help me anyway, and gives me that little sweet tooth. There's only 4 grams of total sugar in 3 gummies. That's not terrible.
All right, so going back to what we talked about, Wyatt said it would not be an act of war. He was touring a legitimate target.
No, I guess you shouldn't have been there, right? When you stand on
yeah. And so Lindsay was there. What was what was he there to do? To bridge peace?
No, he's there with the war machine.
I was gonna say, is he in there to fucking make money on?
No, he's looking at the drones that we bought. He's looking at all the money we spent in Ukraine. He's like, "Oh, look at our billions of dollars. Here's a factory." That's what he's looking at.
And then he died getting off
all
the plane.
Billions and billions of dollars we've sent over there. He was like, "Yeah, this is where our money's going. This is cool. I'm gonna go back and tell Trump we're done spending money." Dead.
We'll touch back on Lindsay. I got
a video you're gonna like.
All right, let's do it.
I'm there's a time to talk some smack, right? There's a time to be professional. There's a time to talk
every
smack.
day.
So it appears that these guys, these cops stopped some dude. He's got a suspended license. He wanted to run his mouth, and I think these cops give it back to him pretty good. This dude's like streaming live.
Stupid, wasn't it?
That's an made a mistake. We're gonna get to that one. Hold on. God damn it. Mike's unprepared. Your turn.
All right, I got one. Pretty cool. Trooper getting into a fight with somebody. People, we will always talk about there, like the silent minority of people do not back law enforcement, but a majority of the people, if they saw a cop and they're not, a mentally ill person, they're going to go, it's instinctual to help authority out. Like if you saw your dad get his ass kicked as a teenager, you're not going to just be like, "Oh man, dad's getting his ass kicked. I hate dad." So I think people will criticize police all the time, but it's really unnatural to see somebody working over a cop. And I think that's why people instinctually jump in. Almost like the same reasoning if you saw a guy beating up a woman. Like you're like, this, I have to step in. I can't even think about this. So here's this video of people helping out. That dude pushes that one. I gotta watch the that push at the end.
There's something satisfying about that lockup effect when it works. When the War Machine Axon taser actually works and it's used properly. So anyway, I got mine ready now.
Okay.
These guys, this is good.
I already said it. So.
What's your badge number?
You're all set. I already said it.
What's your badge
I
number?
already said it. It's on camera right here. Have a great night. Take care.
You heard what he said.
Take care, brother.
You heard what he said.
I already said it.
I've got mine too. It's Corcoran 4688.
What's your badge number?
It's gonna be on the summons that I give you.
What's your badge number?
5043.
5043.
Yeah.
That's it.
You know that's illegal, right?
Herman 5096. That's twice for
All
you.
right.
Have a great night, sir.
That was fucked up.
Absolutely.
I prove points.
Have a great night. Take care. Right over here, sir.
Give me my license.
You have your license. It's time to go. Have a great night.
Yo, I don't have to leave, bro.
Hey, show everybody your suspended license on your camera.
I don't have no suspended license, bro.
Well, I just showed Mummy who's here to grab your car.
You're a liar. Let's have fun with this in court. Let's have fun with this in court.
Suspended.
Go to PA.
Why are you being a dick, bro?
Suspended. Suspended.
Have a great night.
You fucked up. You said you pulled me over for no reason.
Listen to Mama.
You fucked up.
Listen to
You
mama.
fucked up. You fucked up.
So that one,
Man, that is good police work
I'm
right
all
there.
about that one. He's running his mouth. He's on his Instagram live. He's recording, and they give it to him. Professionally give it to him. I have no problem with that video whatsoever. Dom probably hates it, but his mom had to come pick him up, get his car. He's trying to flex on the cops. They're like, my license isn't suspended. He's like, bro, your mom's here to pick you up. Like, and then he starts on the PA, and then he says, listen to mama. That was one of my favorite videos I've seen.
That cop sitting here saying while he's on a live stream, your mommy's here to pick you up.
Yep,
Oh
yep.
man, that was like probably a punch to the gut.
Yes,
because you know that comments they're fucking roasting that dude now.
Yeah,
like,
he wants to go show everybody. He wants to go show everybody how he talks shit to the cops and how he was, the guy. And you flex him with a suspended license. Your mom's got to come pick you up, and I'm down with that. I'm down with that.
Now you are Sheriff Dilks,
Mhm.
and you get this complaint,
Mhm.
right? Now, this seems like probably a routine traffic stop, which means there's not a report to go along with this. There's obviously body cams that are activated and going to be stored and they're available for you to review. So you get the complaint. And this is just, you're not, as a sheriff, you're not going to be reviewing body cams, but let's just say this hits the media and your team is like, Sheriff, you have to see it just so you know what we're handling, because this is now viral, and you see that. What are your thoughts?
I would make a video that says, when you're suspended, don't shit on the cops. And if you're going to video and you're going to video in a manner, to me, that's playful. To me, that's, you know what? That's about as humanizing as the badges I could see. He's doing the whole auditor thing. They're giving their name and information. He's talking smack. They're not cussing. The dude's flexing. They're kind of giving it back. To me, that's like locker room talk there, man. You're engaging. He's engaged. Now, if he's walking to his car, leaving, and they're following behind him going, suspended. Here's your mama. You like talking shit, and he's like leaving. Then okay, I'll be like, hey guys, like he wants to engage. He's now free to leave, right? It's a matter of fact, the contact's over. Your information.
They're encouraging him to leave.
You're free to leave. They were told, and he wants to engage in video, as long as they don't say anything unethical, immoral, or illegal, and they want to engage back and forth. That's community engagement. I am all about it. Suspended. I got a reflection I forgot to bring up.
Okay.
Mike Chitwood. Is that his name, Mike?
Yeah.
Piece of shit. I hope he's
really
watching. Piece of shit. He did indeed, after calling the dude an ass and humiliating. I talked to a couple people that work with that guy. So he's a really good operator, really good canine. Chitwood's going after him to make him pay the entire cost of the vehicle back. So you've transferred him to the court.
Is that even legal?
I guess you could suspend him and pay. I don't know. But piece of shit. Horrible boss.
Wasn't there rumors that he was backing up and not stripping him all that stuff, or is that just a rumor?
No, I doubled down. I saw a post over the weekend. Chitwood is trying to go after him for the money. He's been moved to the courthouse, stripped of his dog, stripped of his SWAT.
Over a fucking car accident?
He's stupid. Let me first by
One
saying
car. He didn't even cause any damage to anybody else.
no, but
Just his own.
He's stupid, but he doesn't deserve to be like this. He was humiliated.
Yes.
Stripped of his, and if he's a good operator, this is where you got to go. All right, dude, come on in. I'm the sheriff here. I'm Sheriff Dokes again. Come on in, bro. Sit down. Let's watch this video. Let's watch it in slow motion. Let's watch you launch into a pond.
Dash cam.
Let's watch your dash cam. Let's watch you swim your dog out from the pond. Let's watch all the people. How's that? We don't like that, right? Nope. No, sir. We don't like that. Yeah, we don't like it. So let's not do that again, right? We're not going to do that. No, sir. Get my word. I will not text and drive. Okay, good. All right, now, probably going to have to, I got to do something, right? Maybe, we'll talk.
And pause your story. There's nothing wrong with saying something has to be done.
Nope.
I don't. That's a good old boy system when you go, it's like, hey, man, something has to be done because I would do this to any swinging dick that came in this fucking chair right now. Something has to be done.
Yep. And listen, I'm going to kick it back to IA. They're going to find whatever they find and we'll talk about it. But I'm not going to, and this isn't guys get to get away with things. That's not what I'm saying. He's going to be disciplined. Sometimes the best guys, I've seen this throughout my career, the guys that do SWAT, the guys that do canine, that put that much hard work and time, the go-to is to strip them of the very thing they work so hard to do. And that is a setback. If you selected him to be on SWAT and you selected him to be a canine, there's a reason why he was there. If he was a piece of shit and he was a terrible canine, he was a terrible SWAT guy, you don't wait for him to go fucking 92 miles an hour into a retention pond to take that away. You take it away much sooner because he's not a good cop. If he's good at what he does, yes, if he's good at what he does and he made a mistake like this, he needs to be disciplined. And that's what
hours. It's just that's the easiest thing to do. Is when you're a cop, you always lose hours. You lose your vacation time. Yeah. It's called.
I think they did that too, though. I think they took. I mean, we'll see how it plays out.
That Mike Dilks, he's an ass. He's an ass. That's what he's gonna say if he sees it.
I hope so. I'd love to. Chitwood, let's do it, man. Bring fucking Timu, Grady Judd, Wayne Ivey. We can all sit down because these guys are tough on camera, but you can't lead like that. That's horrible, man. Horrible leadership. The guys who do the most work always get in the most trouble, overpunished. It's stupid. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. 92 miles an hour on an on-ramp, texting on your phone. I'm sure the guy would look at you and go, I'm stupid. You ruined his career. He's never going to be he's not going to, it's not how to do it. It's not what you do. DUI, fired. DUI, fired. Jail.
Yep.
Looking at pornography, jail. Like done, fired. Like I get it. Like you're doing something crazy you're not supposed to do on duty. There's a whole different world there. Texting,
what I don't like is the lie that we feed the media and we feed the public. That I was always very honest with it, that administrations feed the public that law enforcement officers are not allowed to be, and they don't use their computer and their cell phones while they're driving. It is the biggest fictional fairy tale lie ever fucking told. Before my time, they were starting to write policies, and I did this. I interned in college with Volusia County, actually, and before I worked there. And I asked the guy I was riding with, I was doing a ride along. I'm like, wait, so he goes, he would always put a screen down. And while he's like, you didn't see me. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, we're not allowed to be on the computers. I'm like,
okay,
well, how could you do your job? He goes, I don't know. They just made a policy.
You want to fix that stupid shit? Here you go. Put a device in the car that if the laptop's open, the car won't move. They would immediately remove that policy.
Yes.
They would remove that policy because it's impossible. It would take fucking 90 minutes to get to a fucking call 3 miles away because you have. What do we do? What does dispatch do on every call? Updates the notes. You're looking at CAD going. Oh, he's going westbound. Some of it's going over the radio. It's not. So to say we're all not looking at our computer, it's, you know what? Take him out. Take him out. If you're going to discipline a guy with this,
computer is updated first before the radio, at least in my old agency. Even
every
hot
agency.
calls,
every agency.
Computer gets it first, then the radio, depending on the importance of the information. It could be 30 seconds, it could be 4 minutes before the dispatcher puts it over the radio.
I'll take information. When
you're going to a hot call, the dispatcher is only putting out what she perceives to be vital information. Vital. So a clothing description of somebody who just committed a violent crime, the dispatcher might not think that your safety is worth putting out red shirt, black hat. She might not think it is. She might be literally putting out only things like he has a gun. Those are things that they have to make the call. If I tie up the radio, it's got to be for this one thing, because when you go to a hot call and somebody goes, I'm in the area on scene, the correct way to do shit, it is fucking silent on that fucking radio. It's almost eerie. When you have a radio going off all fucking day and somebody goes, I'm 97 in the area, and it stops and you're waiting for, like, you can't rush him, but you're like, dude, what is going on? As you're doing 110, you're like trying to figure out what's going on, and
and what else are you doing? You're looking at the map because you're looking at the best way in
on your phone, because iPhone provides the best maps.
Yep. Or you're looking at, even if it's your laptop, you're looking at your CAD and you're going, okay, I'm coming from here. He's there. And they say, set a perimeter. What are you going to pull over and look at your map and go, okay, where should I go? I'm going to take that road. All right, let me shut my car. No, we're all looking at our computer all day. Every day, everybody's looking at the computer. So I get it. Texting and driving is bad. Looking at computer is bad. All the cop haters and the ACABs are going to say that's why we're horrible people. We're allowed to break the law. You know what? Take it all out then. Take it all out, and then you'll be back to like cops getting law. It's technology. It has to be there. But to overreact this way, I don't understand the logic of disciplining a guy so bad. If you thought he was good enough for SWAT and canine, he got in a crash. Essentially, at the end of the day, he got in a crash. Should he be punished that much for getting in a crash? I say no. I say absolutely not. So
that's why people don't like him, dude. He'll throw you to the wolves.
That's what I've heard. And I talked to somebody who knows a guy, good dude. And the other one was the guy in Lee County. There's a cop in Lee County just got fired for pepping up a pursuit. I'm trying to get him to come on. He actually got fired. But that's how it is. It's like, and it's always the guys that do the most. That's what I'm trying to say. It's the guys that do the most work that always end up in this problem. It's the guy, if you're a fucking nobody that hides from calls and doesn't get involved in critical incidents, you can pretty much get away with anything. And they're gonna be like, oh, I don't even know who this fucking guy is. Like, he's never on the radio. Like, just suspend him. Like, whatever, no big deal. This guy's a canine guy, SWAT guy, high-speed guy. It's always better, it's a better story when you discipline one of these guys. And I think they go over the top. And that's what it sounds like.
All right. Well, there's some other stuff going on. The reason why I don't really cover fucking Russia and Ukraine or the fucking Strait is because it's the same shit every time I cover it. I mean, we'll bring it up now, but CC just posted this. Put it up. The IRGC headquarters in Tehran, Iran, has just been obliterating, burning uncontrollably after U.S. strikes. I'm assuming that happened overnight. But, like, what value does that bring to anything? Cool. And then there's going to be a retaliation strike tomorrow where people die in Kyiv. That's just, there's nothing to report. I mean, I guess this is report worthy. And if you're listening, it's just a bunch of big ass buildings completely on fire.
I mean, they're hitting where all these supposed people are, and I mean, it's ugly, dude. We're not at war, though. Don't forget.
Who's we?
Yeah, we're not at war. It's not a war.
Well, this is between fucking. This isn't. There's some updates on. Again, there was more gunfire exchanged in the Strait between Iran, not gunfire. Sorry. Batteries exchanged between Iran and US.
This isn't Ukraine. You're missing it. This is Iran. This is US hitting Iran. You're mixing up.
Oh.
You're mixing up. This is Iran.
Am I mixing it up?
Yeah, you're mixing up Ukraine and Iran. This is the US striking Iran. You go back a couple reels too. There's one showing, like, I think a little fresher of that target as well in CC's page. So this is us blowing Iran to smithereens, dude. There was one.
Just didn't really seem like. Is that it?
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's us?
It's us bombing Iran. I mean, we're not at war, man. Looks like war. It just isn't.
What defines war?
You tell me.
We're just watching, if you're listening, we're just watching a bunch of fucking footage of reportedly the U.S. Iran's oil storage facilities and air bases have been destroyed. Iran hit by 6,000 missile attacks.
That's not war. 6,000. It's more 6,001.
Footage of the moment Iran struck the U.S. base in Kuwait. Okay, so Iran struck Kuwait, the U.S. base. So now we're watching that. Iran practically burned and destroyed the base. Meanwhile, it is reported that 3 U.S. soldiers were killed in this attack. Damn, man. Remember when going to Kuwait, man, you weren't going to see shit?
We lost to several.
Here's the one we just watched. I wonder if there's people in those buildings.
I would assume.
They look like fucking condos, dude.
I look like condos. I would think. Yeah, people are dying, man. That seems like war.
Are you against this war? I don't say that because you've been kind of making the joke like this.
We were told,
or you just want them to say it's war.
No, it just we were told a lot of things, man. No war. The Ukraine Russia war would be over. Never would have happened. It would be over. No wars. Credit card capped at 10% interest. A lot of things that were said. That's all I'm going to say.
You didn't really just say much.
We were told a lot of things, and they're not coming true.
So now you're anti-Trump?
Not anti-Trump. I'm just saying, if you were going to put a little check marks next to things we were told so far.
Man, what if Trump was going to endorse you for sheriff? Would you stop saying this?
Yeah, no, he's not going to endorse me.
Or would you stand on 10 toes?
I don't like Byron Donalds, so he's not going to endorse me.
What if
Donalds is bought and paid for
by Israel?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That would be accurate. He won't debate anybody. He's living off Trump's endorsement and the money coming from out of state. Been arrested for fraud. He's got another case just for assault on a female. Like, I'm just not that guy, dude. I'd rather lose with my dignity.
What do you mean?
I'd rather lose and not have to have support from people I don't align with.
It's like you nailed it, though. You're not going to get a victory without the money.
Well, local elections are a little different. Like
sorry, I meant governor. Sorry.
Yeah, big people. Yes, those elections are huge party line stuff. You get down here to this level, like the school board doesn't really have a party distinction. Even county commissioners, they run as Republicans, but that's just based on the voting. But it doesn't really matter. When you get into the governor and up, you have to align with certain people, and I don't know, man. I don't know how they do it.
It's called politics. They don't they look themselves in the mirror every night. They're pieces of shit.
Yeah,
I've always thought that it was cool that sheriffs were, although an elected position, they were always a sheriff is somebody expected by society to set away from the politics and be like an enforcer of the law. He's still an elected person, but he's still a cop. Now we see that doesn't happen, but in theory, it's supposed to be the sheriff is not in bed with the politicians because he's got to walk the fine line.
And that's going to be a battle because I'm not in bed with anybody. I look at what is important. It's very simple things. I saw today some guy running for something. His last name's Green. He put that Eric Flowers was supporting him. He's glad to have his support. And every comment was like, oh, the guy that cheats on his wife. And it was like just hit after hit after hit. And that's why.
Is he running for something local?
It's some fucking seat, local, whatever, like multi-county fucking one of those, is it representative or something? He's like 500 pounds too, which isn't very appealing, but Yeah, that's what they do, and it's business. Here politics. It's not as much politics locally as it is business. You get in with the big business owners. They're all Republican here, but the guys that have the big ranch and grove and the money, and there's a gun manufacturer in town that employs predators, and they have money, and you get almost not so much like AIPAC or like the Jews being involved in politics at the high level. Locally, it's like the big businesses. Like they're gonna give you the most money. They want to be like in with the sheriff. So it's its own animal down here. And then the people, your normal everyday people, are sick of this guy, and they don't have a dog in the fight because they don't have a business. They just want to be safe, have transparency, and all that stuff. So that's what people really want. But unfortunately, there's a lot of powerful people in politics and business owners that run a lot of that money and funnel that nonsense. Because at the sheriff level, you're right. Really, politics shouldn't play into it. It's simple. You fucking uphold the Constitution and the statute. You enforce the laws. I don't care if Big Bubba Ray's fucking burgers supports me or not. Like, I don't care. I'm going to protect their business whether they support me or not. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like you can't expect to call the cops and ask them to run you to monitor your stop sign in your neighborhood, and then get mad when you blow the stop sign and get a ticket. Like, people that donate to a sheriff does not make them outside of the law, which happens.
It shouldn't, dude. It shouldn't.
But it should be. You should know that. But I think that rich white people think, well, I donated. Well, that doesn't. You donated because you wanted better law and order. You didn't donate for me to cut you breaks and for you to get an in on law enforcement.
Special deputy, and I get to come walk around the station and hang out and get to go on ride-alongs. And when I need something, I call the sheriff directly, and I get a special detective that responds to this scene and handles it completely different than John Q. taxpayer who's out there busting his ass. He gets treated differently. That's where my problem lies. But that's not a popular way to be. People don't want to hear that. People like corruption. People like that politics, and they like to have those favors done. When you call me and I go, hey, bro, sounds like you're wrong. Like, everything you just told me is wrong. I'm going to hang up, and if you want a police report, you call 911 like everybody else. Like, I would tell my own family that right now. I would tell my own family, even when I was a cop. Somebody had something, my kid called me and said, hey, I'm having an issue with such and such. Hang up and call the sheriff's office. I'm not facilitating this. No, if it was a super emergency, that's different. I would respond. But any other time, I'm like, call the police. Like, you're arguing over whose car, you're getting an argument with boyfriend, hypothetical situation. I'll be like, call and report it. Like, I can't cater to you because you know me. That's how it should be. That's how you keep the Constitution and the law like this. But that's not what happens, unfortunately.
Yeah. Does it in River?
Yeah, if you guys could pass the fucking background on the psych.
No, I would highly advise none of these guys.
No, maybe could one.
Not even me. Not even me. I think there's probably a couple cops that could do a good lateral that are good cops.
No, that is I want to do. That is up. That's part of my platform. Eventually, I'm going to talk about that. That's huge.
Yeah, and I don't think that. And being spun the wrong way, yes. Being spun the right way, like, no, I know these guys just because I live in 2026 and I have a fucking podcast and none of you fucking old fucks do. At podcast connected me with tons of great cops across the country, and they trust me because I'm open and transparent on this podcast, and they are willing to come work for me. So don't fucking spin it like I'm hiring my buddies. I've met these guys through networking, and they're good cops, and I know more than anybody that they're good cops. That's why I'm allowing the lateral here.
That would be like Kenny saying, hey, I'm retiring. I'm done. I want to move to Florida. I'm like, fucking expert interdiction guy. Like, absolutely. You have it, come down, fill up the app. No, it'd be the same answer. Fill out the app. You're going to go through the hiring process. I'm not going to fucking go, hey, this is my buddy. Hire him tomorrow. I want to be transparent. You have, of course he's going to get hired because he's a great cop, but you're going to go through the process like everybody else, get hired. And then I go, wow, I got a fucking expert interdiction dude who runs a company that travels the nation teaching. I can now have him teach this agency. We have 95 rooms right through the county. He's an expert. That brings so much value. I got another guy, admin 6 out there in LA. He wants to come to Florida. Bring him on, right? Come over here. You worked at LA, in the LA area at a big agency. You have all this experience with all this crazy
He's
stuff.
about to retire in a couple years, man. Bring him on down.
Come to Florida. You fill out an app. Let's go. So we've never done that in law enforcement. We've always done our good old boy system, which is bring on somebody who's completely fucking unfit for the job, but because they're a donor or supporter, we're going to give them a job. I go, no, I know a guy in Texas that is a fucking monster gang unit supervisor, and he's looking to move to Florida. Like, I'm going to give him an opportunity to work here. Like, he deserves to be able to fill in an app. Come on, lateral over. Now I have a massive asset on my hands that can teach my cops how to do gang work. It just makes sense. But we've like used all this technology for law enforcement to like surveil people and find bad guys and track phones. Why don't we use this technology to bring in qualified officers from all over the United States and benefit everyone involved? Like it's not rocket science.
Promoting your campaign in the comments.
Good.
All right, hey, we got our buddy, our long lost friend, who originally wanted to talk about Lindsey Graham, but it popped off, and he texted us at like 2 a.m, and I was in bed.
Yes, and you said, "Who's that?" Like you usually do.
I don't know who these people are, but anyways, G Money. Can't hear you. Got to turn your mic on. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you fucking muted me, or fucking Jose, whatever his name is. What's his name over there? Lewis. That's it.
Lewis has been gone for 4 months.
He's been gone a long time, Nick.
4 months.
Wow, what happened to Lewis?
They fired him like 4 months ago.
Really?
Fire him.
Tyler fired him.
No, we didn't fire him. We didn't renew his contract.
He let him go and didn't renew his contract after he messed up the Happy Dad ad.
You were more mad about that than me, Mike. You put it a lot, dude. I felt bad for you, dude. That's like an actor doing the best scene and the camera guy going, "Oh shit, I didn't get it. Do it again." Like,
I drove to 9 businesses to find that shit.
We cut the best promo ever in the history, and the mics were muted. And I was just like, it was muted because he was doing something that we had said not to do.
Coding.
And we're like, stop.
The wrong kind of coding.
What is music?
No, he was coding a video game.
He's a great kid, and maybe in the future we can train him up with a little bit more standards. But at the time, it just we needed to get somebody else in the producer seat to while this business is growing. I didn't have time. But
I missed a lot, man. Fuck yeah. Jose's gone. Canine getting fired.
He quit on us.
He's using the wrong creatine. He's using the wrong creatine.
He quit? Is he done?
No, he's not.
No, he just
not all the way. Emotionally, yes.
He's let us know that he doesn't particularly. He's let us know without letting us know that he particularly doesn't care to do anti-hero on Mondays anymore. So
that sounds like quitting, right?
I mean,
I haven't had a conversation with him about that, so I don't feel comfortable talking about it. But I'm just kind of letting you know, like, you know.
Well, didn't he get that through nepotism anyway?
No, we offered sports to a lot of people, and guys were might be able to. Maybe I got a time slot.
You don't have to get that mad about it. You're turning purple.
No,
you don't have to get mad,
purple. It's my new camera. We don't believe in nepotism in the Dilks for Sheriff campaign. You have to earn your way through. We're anti-DEI, pro-merit.
That's what I like to hear.
Nick, you look oddly happy. You're one of those people that's really transparent when you're happy because you're usually in a really negative mood. So when you're happy, it's like, oh.
What state are you in?
Kansas. I'm in Missouri, Kansas City right now. My fucking flight home just got delayed. I'm not very fucking happy, to be honest with you.
Oh, maybe you just like
being back on the campus. You can tell you're not in Philadelphia because that makes you miserable. So anytime you leave Philadelphia, I see the smile just light up on your face.
Your smile is like from ear to ear, dude.
I'm just happy to be back with my boys. It's been a while. So I'll tell you what I've been officially doing. I was the head of security for FIFA in Philadelphia for hospitality. That's where I've been. You know, I couldn't really say much about it because there's a bunch of fucking haters, you know, that watch this network. They would have been calling FIFA, trying to get me fucking fired. I'm sure if they played some of my clips, it would have been a very easy decision to fire me. You know what I mean? So I was out here helping my boy in Kansas City with the Argentina. Who the hell did they play? Switzerland, Argentina-Switzerland game, dude, with Messi. So I was bodyguarding Messi's family and also the Taylor Swift of Argentina, Tini Stossel. So if you look up all the fucking, you know, the rave fan sites, you'll see pictures of me and shit that. Fucking escort.
One thing I do want to point out, Nick, is that you made me and Mike feel like fucking garbage for posting that picture. We didn't mean to. We shouldn't have.
You deserve it.
However, you went on Life Raft and said everything you were doing, and then I'm like, "What are these?" Oh, it was that. Okay, all right. Well, that makes sense.
It was over.
We
at
thought
that
you
point.
were just dunking on them. Like, yeah, this is a tiny little show. No one's gonna see it.
Well,
I'll say
too.
whatever.
That too, because I didn't think I was going to get extended. I ended up getting extended. So I flew up to Boston for the game in Boston last week, and then from Boston I flew to Kansas City for the Argentina-Switzerland game.
Are you done now? You're not doing any of the New York games, the last two?
I think. Don't worry, man. I got you.
I won't have time to go. I'm not.
I'll be in the championship.
I didn't ask for that. Yeah,
I should be in the championship.
I'm flying home. I'm flying home Sunday, so I won't be there. I actually asked. I told Tyler. I said I fucking told the motherfucker I was going there. He's talking about tickets. I was actually wondering if I might even see you. That was my point. I don't care about going to the game, but if you're going to be
So I hit you guys up. So in Kansas City, they had a bunch of tickets left. So I hit you guys up because I know you have a big network of people across the country. You know anyone in Kansas City because there's tickets sitting here that wasn't getting used, and it's Argentina, Switzerland. Messi's out there. It's one of the best players in a generation. So any chance to be able to get someone to get hooked up with that, I didn't want to see tickets go to waste.
I didn't know if you're going to be in East Rutherford. I would have considered coming to see you.
I'm just driving up in the morning, and again, I got to wait to see if that gets approved for me to go to New York City. But I think I will be.
All right.
I'm the glue. I'm the glue that holds the World Cup together. Apparently.
So your under mark is G Money Show Tuesday at 7 p.m. Counterculture. So is that tomorrow?
No, that'll be next week. After the 19th.
Okay.
After the 19th.
Actually, Lewis has been doing that show for the last month.
We put a cowboy hat on Lewis, and he just sings the whole time.
Hold on, I'm gonna go off frame for 1 second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, check his Tinder. See if he's got a Tinder date.
Yeah.
Yep.
Come on.
Oh, to tranny. God damn it.
Tyler, I sent you a picture if you want to put it up. I sent a picture if you want to put it up. It's me and Messi's wife. It's pretty funny.
Okay, so here's the thing. I did see that, but I don't know who Messi is.
What?
Eli just
best soccer player in the world.
Hold on, dude. Are you fucking with me?
Lionel Messi is the
not. You might think
How do
I'm
you not know who Messi is.
You might think, Eli, I'm going to email this pic. I need you to, once it comes in the email, I need you to put it up. I'm not trying to sound cool. I'm not trying to sound like. Listen, I just don't know who people are. I didn't know who Lindsey Graham was.
I know, dude. People who don't know you are only watching this. You live in a box, dude. Like your world is in a box, and anything outside of that box, you know nothing of it, which is fine. And you're unapologetic.
No, my world is this fucking show, and you would think, yes, I would need to know this stuff, but I have fucking people that are supposed to help me, not fucking be an asshole when I go, who is that? Oh, fuck you, you idiot. Like, I'm running the fucking show here.
Who says that? Mike?
Huh?
You said you good?
Yeah, 3 a.m. fucking G Money sends a fucking text.
Oh, listen, it's breaking news. I don't know if you guys want to jump on that shit. Lindsey Graham died.
It is.
You think Mike's gonna? We could nuke fucking Russia. Mike's not getting up at 3 a.m.
because I'm not up drunk all night in Discord with these. Fuck God, I don't know how you do it, man. I'm trying to watch a fight. Listen, Discord's cool for maybe chatting.
Whoa.
Listen, I'm gonna say this before you get into Messi's wife. The chat is cool. Like if we're all in there just cutting it up. I'm trying to watch Patty Pemblin. I can't fucking listen to all that nonsense when in the background when I'm trying to watch. I got to lock in.
Yeah, I saw that fight. It was good, dude. He fucking submit him in a minute 20?
52 seconds.
Crazy.
Yep.
Hey kids, your dad canceled on Disney. He said he can't make it this weekend. He said he loves you, but you talk too much in the car, and he doesn't want to.
No, I'll go in there and talk normal.
I promise you, I'll talk to your dad though. And
I'm trying to. I was in there for a good 30 minutes, and I'm watching a fight, and I'm like, I can't concentrate on this. I can't. I have to watch this. Like, I don't get much free time. I'm fucking driving. I'm like an over the fucking road hauler. I'm hauling this fucking company around like fucking Amazon.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to link up with JoJo. And we're going to do a free time chart about Mike's free time around the house.
Please.
And I want to know how much free time you actually have.
You want Mike's day this morning? I had to take one dog to the vet this morning. Now I got to go back to the vet after this fucking show. Then I got to drive tomorrow. Then I got to fly to New York. I am the glue.
For what? Running errands?
Mike's life for JoJo.
I'll fucking take off then. I'll just fucking.
You're a stay-at-home fucking husband. Hey, you allowed to work past 5? All right. Hey, but I don't want to forget to ask you, do you have any theories about this Lindsey Graham thing? We talked about it a little bit, but we didn't. The fact that he got off the flight and died was kind of weird. And then Wyatt said he thinks there's a possibility that he was hitting an airstrike and they don't want to announce that.
I don't think he was hit on an airstrike. He had an aortal tear, I think, in his heart valve. There's 911 calls from his house. I mean, again, it very easily done today in this day and age. You know what I mean? You can make that shit up, but then I think the departments would have come out and said, no, that's not us. So I believe that the heart attack happened, whether it was caused by poisoning or some other means. I don't know, man. And he was on an Iranian hit list, which came out like a day or two before that, and obviously the loony lefties had put a hit on him also. So you don't know, dude. It's hard to tell. Every death now is a damn conspiracy. Before, conspiracies where you're looked at like you're a weirdo, then they're all true, and now everything's a conspiracy. So, whether that's a psyop in and of itself, I have no idea, dude. Honestly, I don't know what to think. I haven't looked into it too much. I wouldn't doubt it if he got poisoned and died that way. It wouldn't surprise me, but he's also 72 years old. If he took his clothes off, he'd probably just fall all over like a pile of mush. The guy wasn't in any kind of great shape, so.
That's what I said. I said he looks
it's
old.
logical.
Like he's only 71.
72, dude. That's when you start dying, man, in your 70s, especially from shit like that.
Yeah, but he looks
old.
He doesn't look bad.
Dude, if you start really looking at him, he looks his age.
He looks like the emperor after he was electrocuted.
Yeah,
this
dude.
Is what he means. I bet he wasn't taking Crave creatine. If Lindsey Graham was taking Crave creatine, he'd still be here. He'd be putting up 405. He would have walked out of that aorta tear like a man. But he's not taking.
I don't know, man. K9 said he has a different creatine that would have worked.
Well, the 99% coming in with the real questions. Why does he have a girl's name? It's like dude. Ashley. You ever met a dude named Ashley?
Mm-hmm.
And what, dude? It was Laura. I saw some guy named Lauren.
Oh, Lauren. Yeah, Lauren. Yeah, that's another dude. Bro.
I was watching the X Games. I'm like, Lauren, is there a fucking chick driver on this fucking motocross? And there's a dude. They're like, I'm waiting for them to give some kind of gender specific terminology. They're like, well, he is going to hook the rock with his toe. I said, oh shit, his name's Lauren. That's gay.
French.
What are we doing?
That's
Put
the picture of. That's Messi's wife.
Yeah, you could probably me and her talk. I look so happy there, don't I?
You always look happy.
You starstruck, or did you know it was her, or did somebody tell you?
I was obviously meeting Messi's family. I did a walkthrough the day before with the head of security and with the Secret Service of Argentina. The president was there. So I was with my counterpart in Kansas City.
There's a lot of like light-skinned German girls.
Is it weird, Nick? So I tell people all the time on air that you are actually extremely, can you remove that? Yeah. Extremely knowledgeable in some things. Mostly I see geopolitics and stuff like that. And then you play a character that's and I was always like, is it frustrating or hard? Because obviously looking at you, my first thoughts is first off, you're my buddy Nick from Philly. I don't really know a lot about your professional background. I know that your professional background is security, but not just like target security, like this type of event security and contract security for events. So, but it is weird to see you in a suit doing a profession. And I look at it and go, well, fucking Nick can do that. I could probably do the fucking White House and be the head of Secret Service. Is it weird playing a character? Not playing a character, but is it weird doing something online? You are still you, but you're having a good time and making information more edible for the consumer, and then also turning around and wearing a suit and being head of security for FIFA, whatever.
It's kind of funny, dude. I laugh at it again. Like, so on top of Messi's family, I was also with Teeny Stossel, who's like the Taylor Swift of Argentina, and I was solely responsible for her and her family, which could have been a disaster. If you go look at the headlines in Argentina, they're trying to say that like FIFA dropped the ball on security, and he did. It wasn't my responsibility, but I was the only one that picked it up and got her out of there. And she wanted to stay late at the game. I wrangled up like 8 Kansas City cops because, dude, the way they had it set up in Kansas City, when you walked out back to where the pickup was for the VIP people, basically, there was no real rhyme or reason. It was a fucking disaster. And word got out that she was there. And she went to stay a little bit longer in her suite. And I popped out. I lost all my cops. And I had like 4 catering girls with me to escort this fucking pop star out. I'm like, So I finagled my way.
Star?
Pop star.
Oh, so she's a celebrity in and of itself, other than being Messi's wife. She's a celebrity.
No. Completely different girl.
Oh,
Tina
my bad.
Stossel.
Okay.
Teeny Stossel. I said I'm responsible for Teeny Stossel and her entourage. I was mainly concerned with her. I lose my escort. So the governor of Kansas City was next door. So I weaseled my way into his suite. I wrangled up his protection detail. I did a favor for him. I got Messi a fucking scarf from him. And I said, hey, would you also want to give a pop star scarf? So he went over like, on behalf of Kansas City, here's this scarf. And she couldn't care less, but whatever. So I'm like, I need a favor. I need your guys to escort her out of there. And thank God I did, boy, because it was like Elvis, dude, walking out of the building when she walked out.
Really?
So again, I'm laughing because I'm going around giving a security briefing with the Secret Service of Argentina. Messi's family is one of the most famous people in the world, except for Tyler.
Tyler doesn't know him. Everybody else does.
Teeny Stossel, yeah, right. And then,
can you imagine if I big leagued Messi accidentally once, like just as like, hey, what's up, man, and just. I would probably big league a lot of people because I don't know who anybody is.
It's a good move. I big leagued your fucking co-host one time.
Wait, say that again?
I said I big leagued your co-host one time. I was walking outside. Yo, you here for the live podcast? And the guy like stopped, looked. I said it's upstairs. Enjoy. And he looked fucking stupefied. And then I found out it was your co-host. Thought it was funny.
Yeah. You were. Well, that was the first time we ever met.
Yep.
So.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I got nothing else. Anybody got anything else? I know Mike's hungry.
No,
Nick, when you coming home?
I got stuff for tomorrow. I guess I got a couple videos. We'll wait.
No, I'm getting fucking home at 2 a.m. now because these motherfuckers delayed my flight by 2 hours.
You definitely have another gig, though.
What?
You definitely have another gig lined up, or is it still up in the air?
It's up in the air if I get extended for the World Cup Championship to 19th, which I think I'm going to, unless someone sends this shit in.
What are the chances? What are the odds of getting a G Money show tomorrow night?
Zero.
Makes sense. Are you busy that day?
I am.
He's got a date. Been gone, man.
You got something. You got something. Man, you're okay.
I got FIFA stuff to do, bro.
I thought you said you were done.
I still have other stuff to do.
You got other stuff to do, man.
Got reports to hand in, man. I got meetings and shit, debriefings.
Cubs.
Oh yeah.
I was on Tinder. I was on Tinder last night at the hotel.
How'd it work out?
Got a fatty on the hook. I just couldn't do it, dude. I said no one's gonna know, but then I'm like, I'm gonna know. I just can't.
Man, we got morals, but from G Money before GTA 6, man. Look at that.
Can't do fatties, dude.
I'm proud of you, man.
Past that point in my life.
Good for you. We're getting somewhere.
They said you have a slight Jewish accent.
A slight what?
Jewish accent.
Slight Jewish accent.
That's from Jay, dude. Better watch out. I'm gonna stick the fucking the bobbies on you. I'm surprised they haven't locked you up yet.
I know.
Keep it up. Keep it up. I'm gonna dox you. Go with the bobbies running right to your house for that comment.
All right, guys. We got Counterculture Inc. Sports tonight, 7 p.m. on the Counterculture Inc. Network.
Who's doing that?
Love. Yeah, he's still doing that. He's still doing that at least.
He reads the Crave ad during it too.
Yeah, it doesn't put the Crave logo up. Just reads it from a piece of paper and then moves on. But just doing his thing, man. I respect him. So Counterculture Inc. Sports tonight and Monday, and then tomorrow we'll be back 1 p.m. Well, is Mish still coming?
Mish is coming tomorrow. I'll be in studio, and then I'm gone as well.
That's what she said.
I'm gone as well. I fly Wednesday. I'll be in New York till
So
Sunday.
wait, you're not gonna be on the show for Wednesday, Thursday,
I'll
Friday?
pop in. I can't Wednesday. I'm flying. I'll be actually flying, and then Wednesday, Thursday, I'll pop in. I'll do the G Money kids park live from my phone.
I'm actually in the
All right,
backyard. It's really fucking nice.
We will see you 1 p.m. tomorrow.
See you guys.
JV team for life.